Okay, so I gotta show you guys something. And one of two things. Either the PO is just letting her slide, or she just really freaking messed up.
Grab the tail. Open the tail up a little bit. Grab it and just spin the hill.
You cannot be around alcohol. Period. You cannot be in an establishment that sells alcohol of any kind. Doesn't matter if it's a restaurant, doesn't matter if it's a bar. You cannot be around people drinking. It's a big no-no. Most of the time, it is don't ask, don't tell kind of stuff, but you're publicly putting it online that you're around alcohol. I know for me, I was no longer even on supervision. And the POs, when I had a meeting with them, was like, remember that picture you posted from last year in November? You know, the one with you and the pew-pews? And I couldn't for the life of me understand what he was even talking about. And it was from my family shooting skeet. And they still addressed that. And he said, had I been on supervision, still, when he found that, I would have been charged. This is actually breaking parole. You got a crappy PR team.
For the record, the higher healing thing, I did see that quote. That's a bunch of BS. Just number one, of course you're in higher healing. You healed in the arms of another. Yeah, of course you healed faster. You healed in the arms of another. I mean, it's just ridiculous. I mean, you filled that void immediately. I was gone, that void was there, bang. And of course you think you're in a place of higher healing. No, you're not. No, you're not. It's funny, because you're not. Why'd you go to the LSU game then?
Have a very civil conversation with Ryan about everything because we don't communicate often. I really just wanted to have that, closure, that one conversation that kind of closed everything up. And we had that. Unfortunately, I feel like
Gypsy-Rose Blanchard, a name that once invoked sympathy and horror, now finds herself at the center of controversy once again. Recently, she took to her TikTok account, posting a video with a song that echoes a chilling message: she's untouchable. The boldness of this statement can't be ignored, especially as it seems to be a direct clap back at her former friend and ex-inmate, Natasha Walker, who exposed Gypsy for allegedly violating her parole. But what does Gypsy mean by untouchable? Does she believe she's above the law, above accountability? As Gypsy fuels her social media presence, one has to wonder, is she untouchable because she has powerful PR teams and media farms shielding her? Or is it because those in authority, the very people meant to keep her in check, are afraid to act? Or could it be something darker? Is Gypsy wielding her influence to silence those who dare to question her? The questions grow louder with every move Gypsy makes. Why is she so aggressive online? Why does she constantly attack others, pick fights, and act as though she's immune to consequences? For someone who claimed to have reformed, this behavior feels anything but humble. And for a woman on parole, shouldn't she be avoiding controversy rather than diving headfirst into it? The answers are crucial and lie just beneath the surface of her actions that may soon come back to haunt her. This is where things start to get tricky for Gypsy. At first glance, being in a restaurant where alcohol is served might not seem like a big deal. After all, how many times have we gone to restaurants or events where alcohol is around but not part of our evening? But for Gypsy, being on parole means adhering to a strict set of rules, and being around alcohol, even if she doesn't drink it, can be considered a direct violation. The first person to blow the whistle on this incident was Natasha Walker, a former inmate, and, at one point, Gypsy's friend. Natasha took to TikTok to expose the situation, claiming that Gypsy knew full well she wasn't supposed to be in such an establishment. According to her, Gypsy's parole conditions were clear: no being in environments where alcohol is served. Natasha's claim was backed up by footage showing Gypsy in a restaurant, accompanied by her father and boyfriend Ken. Why does this matter? In Missouri, parole rules are quite explicit about keeping parolees away from places where alcohol is sold or consumed. These rules exist to prevent risky behavior or the possibility of falling into old habits. It's not just about drinking, it's about putting oneself in situations where temptation or legal infractions can happen. For someone like Gypsy, who is supposed to be rebuilding her life, this is a serious lapse in judgment. Natasha's testimony made it clear that this wasn't a simple accident. Gypsy wasn't caught by surprise, she deliberately chose to be there, fully aware it could violate her parole. Even though Gypsy didn't drink, being present in that environment is still a red flag for authorities. Parole isn't a free pass, it's a contract with conditions that must be followed to maintain freedom. And in this case, Gypsy's decision to bend the rules raises the question, what else is she willing to risk? This alcohol incident may seem minor, but in the eyes of the law, it's a big deal. Parole officers don't look kindly on parolees who test the limits of their freedom, and this could very well lead to stricter supervision or worse, a return to prison. Gypsy seems to think she's invincible, but these decisions are starting to catch up with her. Gypsy's legal troubles don't stop at alcohol. In fact, her financial behavior has also raised eyebrows, particularly regarding her relationship with her ex-husband, Ryan Anderson. Financial disputes between exes aren't uncommon, but when you're on parole and bound by a community order, any attempt to hide or misuse joint funds can be seen as serious misconduct. Let's dive into what happened. While Gypsy and Ryan were married, they shared a joint bank account as many married couples do. However, after their split, the account remained a point of connection, with both parties having access to it. The community order in place meant that neither Ryan nor Gypsy could make large transactions from the account without the other's approval. But in true Gypsy fashion, she decided to push the boundaries. Ryan revealed that Gypsy attempted to buy Taylor Swift concert tickets a whopping $12,000 worth using their joint account. Fortunately, Ryan's phone flagged the transaction as suspicious, preventing her from going through with the purchase. Do you think she can still turn things around? Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more updates on this case and others like it. Hit the notification bell so you never miss a new upload. And as always, thank you for watching. Until next time, stay safe, stay informed, and stay alert.